Hello, my name is Kerry from Kerry's Card Creations. Welcome. So I'm back today to just show you the things that I've crocheted this last week. I don't crochet much, but I did show you last week some of the things that I'd been crocheting, and there was a great response to that video. So I do crochet in the evenings. And on a Wednesday, I do crochet club. So I generally make probably not a massive amount, maybe 2 or 3 things a week. So I thought I'd be back today to show you the things that I've made since last Friday. So first up to show you, if you watched my video last week, you know that the very last thing I showed you was the chick. So Sandy started class, it was 5 weeks on Wednesday. And the chick was one of the first things the first pattern that I'd given Sandy. And she completed that pattern and she brought it in on Wednesday, and I took photos and posted it in my Facebook group for her. And if you remember, mine wasn't finished. So I did actually make mine up myself because I didn't have the pattern, and I always like to make a sample, but I didn't have the pattern. I'd given Sandy my pattern. So this is my finished chicken frog hat. He actually turned out really cute, to be fair. A lot nicer than what I showed you at the end of my last video. So that was that. Then my husband Simon, he's very supportive of all this crazy stuff that I do, and he had wanted a crocodile, and I was not making a crocodile, but I wanted to use up some yarn that I had. So I made Simon Bear. So this is Simon Bear, and this was just odd bits of wool that I had. So I didn't buy anything. I had bought this variegated wool here. I bought this to make a scarecrow for my wreath for last autumn, I believe. So I used that bit up. So it was just bits and pieces. So he's called in the pattern Simon Bear. So yeah, he looks a bit like a mouse rather than a bear, really. But I didn't have noses big enough. So these are I do darn a lot of, I have darned his eyes. These ones are plastic safety eyes. So that's Simon Bear. Right, then I was on a frenzy of making ladybirds. So I made 2 of these in different colours. I've actually made 3, but I gave one away to my friend. So that's my little ladybirds. Now these are great because I can make these in about an hour. So I don't crochet really fast. Some people think I do, but I don't think I do. And I only work in acrylic yarn, which obviously takes longer than some yarns. But I can make one of these in about an hour. So that's my 2 ladybirds that I've got left. And then lastly, on Wednesday, we made cupcakes, birthday cupcakes. Now I'm going to make I followed the pattern, and the lady that wrote this pattern, I love her patterns. They are so easy to follow. But I am going to change the top. So she used the blue, and again, I've put safety eyes in there, and then I've darned the mouth. And in the pattern, she tells you to use the main colour to do the top of the candle. And I'm going to actually take this off because it's crocheted separately. You crochet it back on after. And I'm going to unpick all that, and I'm going to redo it in yellow because I don't really like it in the blue. So I am going to make a change to that. But I think he's quite cute. So that's what I've made this week. So yeah, that's pretty much, I've been crazy busy. I had classes right up until Wednesday. I did 2 classes on Wednesday. Yesterday I got to spend the day with my daughter, so that was really lovely. We seemed to be running all over the place yesterday. Henry started a new swimming class last night, so that was that. And then today I'm back in my craft room because I've got to get stuff made for the craft fair, because my first one is a week tomorrow, so that's coming up really quickly. So yeah, just a quick check-in today. And so I hope you all have a lovely weekend, and I'll be back again soon. Till then, take care. Bye bye.